and I know things got a little intense, but you gave a piece of it. The whole totality of the conversations, we was rattling off questions. So if you want to get
Listen, how do we get to this point here? I'm going to tell you the truth. How do we get to this point here? I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason why we're at that point in that moment, right, is because sexual tension. I know I may be wild for this one, and this might be my wildest review yet, but I feel like these two got sexual tension. Because if you go earlier in the episode, okay, before it gets that explosion, these two are having great energy. And at first when I watched it, I didn't pick up on it because I wasn't paying as close attention. I want you to watch this clip here. All right, this I just want you to watch it. Just watch it in the corner. Just watch this. Just watch this little this.
Hey, good luck, KO.
That's fair. Give me some. Give me some.
Okay, there's that little part there with pushing her head. There's another part where she kind of hugs him on the side as well. I'm going to show you that clip in a second too. There's a lot going on. Okay, there's a lot going on. I just want to be honest and be real with you. I think there's sexual tension between the two, and I think they're mentally jousting. And I think Alonso picked up on the fact that she likes to tussle a little bit, right? And I think he went to tussle, and unfortunately, the tussle took a turn for the worse because the question he asked, he then said she's immature. I don't think he was talking about the fact that she didn't answer the question. I think he was talking about in general. That the way she likes to tussle, and that's not giving them an excuse, because by the way, there's no way you're going to gaslight me and her and the rest of the nation that you don't think that was a sexual connotation of a question to ask about whether being spanked or choked. Okay, all right, there ain't no good representation of being spanked and choked that is outside of sex. So let's not pretend that, right? Let's not pretend that, right? Let's not pretend that's not what's happening here. Okay. So yes, in this situation, we see how with Alonso and Koshia at the very end, they explode because he pushes a button further. He originally says, "Oh, you know what? I hear you. I understand what you're saying." And then she says defiantly, "I'm laying the gavel down. We're not gonna go over this situation again." Right? See, she likes to set up these really strong barriers, right? Because she likes to be in control. So she likes to tell you, almost like she wants to sun you and let you know, right? But I think there's a strong sexual chemistry because he likes that. Alonso likes the teasing. He thinks it's teasing when she does that, right? And I think it probably is a little bit for the right person. He likes the fact there's a challenge. He likes the fact that she said, "Listen, you won't ask that question again." And what did he do after? When she said, we're ending it here, we're not going to discuss it again, what did he go and do? Hey, you know what, I want to be honest with you, you didn't tell the whole story. And he knew by going back in, after he already accepted the fact that she said she didn't want to talk about it again, that it was going to cause an argument. He liked it. And I'm going to show you why he liked it. But listen, like I said, this might be my wildest reviews yet. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification uploads. Let me know in the comment section, have you ever been in a situation where you've had sexual tension and you've mentally jousted with somebody and it's like you guys don't get along, but it's because there's so much sexual tension between the two of you. There's so much tension, that you actually like each other, but you're really fighting it. You ever been in that situation? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me try and get to a clip here, which I want to show you. Because there was there's a part here which I want to get to. Okay, so I'm going to play this clip. You're going to see it come up as well. Watch this, guys.
Well, I'm probably going to curse. Baby going to always try and win.
Security. You got one more. Security. That's why I put KO.
Oh, aren't they not cozy there? Did she not put her arm around him after he said security? After she pushed his head and mushed his head away? These two like to fight. I'm telling you, they like to tussle because he likes to play these games where he asks these questions. He said it himself. He likes to be almost like a jester. He likes to ask certain questions that, not just necessarily make you think, but he likes to ask these awkward questions. He likes it. He likes to see you on the ropes. Okay? And she likes to tussle. So try me if you wanna. And that's what's causing the two of them to actually be in the situation they're actually in. That's why he pushes her boundaries, and that's why she inserts her boundaries. I wish you would. Try me. Okay, yeah. Let me go to another part of the script. I wanted to bring this part where they were talking a little bit later. I want to see if I can get the clip. Okay, so there was a part here where she tried to, and I'll talk about this a little bit later on because I'll put this in a separate video. But I wanted to show you this part here. I'm sorry, my keyboard is very loud, so apologies, guys.
So I can run my mouth all day if you're not understanding what I'm saying. Because I'm going to make sure you understand.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at his face. No. Look at his face. Look upon his face. After she said, listen, I'm going to make you understand. See, she likes that too, right? So when he asked her a simple question about communication, she's like, I'm going to make you understand. Yeah? These two are mentally jousting and there's sexual tension between the two of them. Yeah? And this is what the two of them do. And this is why there's going to be, it's going to be, because it's going to be toxic. Because both of them want to win. Both of them want to win. He thinks he can get underneath her skin, and she thinks, try me. I want to see you try. Because when you try me, I'm going to show you what I'm really about. Right? And you saw the little grin on his face when she said it, because he was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to make you do it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
How about you?
So with me, it's always about the intent, not the approach. So right now, like, if we had a pregnancy scare right now.
Now, she made a face. Let me tell you something. She made a face and made a comment later on saying about read the room. But actually, she then ended up having a conversation about it. And even at the very end, when she's complaining about Alonzo and talking about the fact that it's got sexual, her biggest complaint was not that it was an inappropriate question. Her biggest complaint was him calling her immature. Right? She wasn't fazed by the question. She said, I'm just not answering it. And again, why did she not, if she didn't feel the question was inappropriate, why didn't she want to answer the question at that point in time? I'll tell you why. Partly, yes, because it's a sexual question. She doesn't have to answer it. But even in this situation, when he asked her about having a baby and she didn't want to start off. But in the end, she actually started talking about it, right? It's because it's about setting a stall out. Okay, you can ask me the questions or whatever. When I feel like I don't want to answer something, I'm not going to answer it. And you're not going to push me. Right, yeah. I'm going to have my limitations. I'm going to do it to whenever I want to. And you're not going to push me. You thought. Well, you thought wrong. Okay, they're mentally jousting against one another. All right, watch her facial expression here. Look at his facial expression as she's also looking. Okay.
I mean, like,
Look at, do you see that? Did you see the grin on his face? Did you see that he was like, he's enjoying it. And let me tell you something, because Kashia, as much as she wants to say anything, I'm not going to lie to you, so far it looks like there's no depth. I'm just going to be honest with you, no offense to Kashia if you're watching this. Just because the question that got asked by Jonathan, he didn't answer it. It might be editing, but it seems they got no depth. So this is where Kashia likes to live. Because if you are willing to have arguments with all the ladies and then have all the arguments with all the men, and only get on with Loren so far, I don't know what it is, and then everything else, you seem to have a problem with, and even the ladies just don't have a problem as well. It's giving you might not have much depth. It's giving you might be very surface. It's giving this is the level that you're at. It's giving. Okay? In that essence, it's giving. And so for me, I'm seeing the jousting that's going on between the two of them.
we're not going to have that.
Got it. Okay. Got you. Okay. No, I like to throw.
You see how she was laughing? Listen, as much as she put in a confession that she was, hey, asking that question about reading the room, but you see how she was laughing? No, when Kashia doesn't want to do something, she won't do it. She won't laugh it off. When Kashia does not want to do something, I promise you, she does not laugh it off. Kashia she likes that back and forth. She likes it. She likes to tussle. And unfortunately, she met somebody who is not necessarily tussling in the same way, but he's saying things to get underneath her skin. I don't think she was even triggered. I just think to herself, that was her power play. Oh, we're not going to have this discussion. I told you once. Here's the consequences for me telling you twice. I'm going to walk away from this table. Someone come and get this young man from the table. Right? So for her, she's instituting power in the play. She's letting you know that this is where the power lies. And Alonzo is obliging her because he likes to tussle too. He likes to ask questions that are wild. Okay? All right? He likes to ask questions that are wild. And he enjoys teasing her.
Curveballs at people. Just to get the gears turning in her mind and see how she's going to react on the spot.
But my auntie always says,
Notice how he said, obviously, he wants curveballs because he wants to see how their mind's going to turn on the spot. He likes this. This is why at the very end, he went purposely back into that space and said about, oh, well, you didn't tell all the story. He was pushing her buttons. Now, he might have thought he won when she walked away. She might have thought she won when she walked away. Both of them probably think they both went away because when she walked away, she was thinking to herself, yeah, I walked away from the table and I called him a little boy. Yeah, I don't have to be around this. And he probably thought to himself, I made her walk and get up. I don't know who won, personally. Neither at this point, you know what I'm saying? But they're mentally jousting, and that's what we're seeing. But yeah, to say the conversation is to say that it wasn't sexual. He knew he was bugging. He was testing her. He knew he was bugging. There's no way you believe that you saying spanked or choked isn't sexual. He knew he was bugging. He was testing her. He was trying to prod at her to get a reaction out of her. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. You guys agree that? Maybe disagree. Let me know, man. Like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button, and